Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the Tinmans Quarter Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor, and today I'm over by my movie shelf because I got another movie haul together for you guys. And I can tell you for a fact that most of these movies are Christmas related, and one Christmas movie is action packed, and I got one horror movie. So let's start off with that one first. I would say 2 weekends ago, I stopped over at our local Habitat for Humanity and I looked over the movie shelf. Didn't see much there, to be honest with you, but I saw this sticking out. It was brand new sealed. It's John Barrymore's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I said, man, I remember watching this on YouTube and I thought it's a cool classic even though he ain't speaking. It's a silent film. They just put all the captions up in between each scene. So now I got another Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde film in my collection, and there's several adaptations out there, so I got to try to track down the rest of them if I can. But for now, I'm glad I got this. Then I went over to our thrift store called Durham Rescue Mission, and I found a new copy of Christmas Story. Not a Christmas Story, but this one is about a boy who likes to carve toys, but his mother and father fell through the lake with his baby sister when they were trying to take her to a doctor. And he was moved around from home to home just so somebody can take care of him. And when he got to live with the crazy woodworker, he kind of formed a bond with him and then started carving toys to give out to the children, the families that helped him out. And then it shows you how he got the red suit to become Santa. I had this movie, but unfortunately I sold it. And I said, man, why did I do that? That was a good story. So when I found this one, I checked the disc and I said, I don't know nothing wrong with it. So I said, I'm getting it. Now I can watch it on YouTube for free, of course, but then it's not the same. I like to have the physical copy. Next, went to Walmart the exact same day and I looked in the $5 bin and they had John Woo's Silent Night in there. And I can already tell you for the fact that me and my dad watched this film and I gotta say it's really emotional and weird at the same time because Joel Kinnaman's character gets shot in the neck by a gangster and a year later he decides to exact vengeance. So he buys a car and soups it up, some guns, trains his butt off, but then when he starts fighting these guys he pretty much forgets his training because he tries to take one of the guys down, but then the other guy has the upper hand on him and takes his knife away from him and stabs him in the leg. And plus, since he's shot in the throat, he don't talk that much in this movie. None of the characters do. I mean, it's like you see Joel Kinnaman's wife texting him on the phone just to see if he's all right. Than that, silence. Even the detective that was working with his case don't even talk. Who came up with this idea? And plus, I got confused thinking that, since it said Silent Night, I was like everybody else that thought it was part of the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. Well, this one ain't. So, if you guys want to check it out, go right ahead, but I'm just not a huge fan of this movie. So, this one already might be a yard sale throwaway, basically. This past Friday, just decided to go through Burlington again, and I stopped over by the Grande's Antique Mall. And I just saw this in one of the person's booths there. Christmas and Canaan, Canaan. It's a movie with Billy Ray Cyrus. It was based off a book. So I heard about this movie, but I haven't seen it. So I thought I'd pick this up. It was only $2 too. I said, I'll get it. All right. And then finally we decided to go over to the Thor Hospice thrift store over there. And I found 2 movies that were brand new sealed. And one of them was the Abbott Costello Christmas Special. Now, I believe I had this already on DVD, but it had a different artwork cover on it. So when I found this brand new seal, I said, I got to get it because I sold mine. I should have kept it. But since I found a brand new seal, I was glad to get it back. The next movie I found brand new seal was called One Special Night with James Gardner and Julia Andrews. I was about to pick this movie up over at McKay's used bookstore in Mebane one day, but the disc on that copy was scratched up, so I said leave it for somebody else. If I find another copy with a better disc, I'm grabbing that one. And I did. It was brand new seal. But I never even heard of this movie where Julie Andrews and James Gardner portray two stranded travelers who take refuge in a small cabin during a stormy winter night. Despite their many differences, or perhaps because of them, the two strangers find themselves undeniably drawn to one another. Kind of like a Hallmark movie where people are total strangers and all of a sudden towards the end they're like in love. So I can't wait to watch this one. It'll probably be a tearjerker, but I don't care. And finally, I got another Abbott and Costello movie, and it's one I've seen on YouTube a lot and TV. It's their version of Jack and the Beanstalk. I thought this was a funny take on the story, and I was just so happy to find it finally. Now, when I checked the disc, it looked all right to me, but my dad said it might have a few spots that he could probably clean. But other than that, it should work. Okay, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed my latest movie haul. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more movie content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tinmans Quarter Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor, and I said that's a wrap, and have a nice day, y'all.